everyone. We are in an area here of the property, and it's probably been 5, 10, 15 years fallow maybe. These tulip trees are getting pretty tall. Good size for bark peeling. We'll talk about that, but we have a few other trees here. I just wanted to highlight some species that you may find in North Georgia. We're about 2,000 feet elevation. As you start to retake some of your land, or maybe clearing it for garden like we might be doing here. So there's a lot of good species growing, and we're going to keep a lot of it. Some of it's going to be cut, some of it's going to be used. But even in January here, we can see a lot of the plants that are growing here, especially the trees and other woody plants. So, for instance, I said the tulip poplars, you can kind of see them. They have these little eyeballs where these lower branches have been dying off, and this slick bark when they're this young. And of course with leaves, they're very easy to identify, but I use these to make like an old Appalachian berry picking basket. And the wood can be burnt, so these baskets are nice to make. They're kind of like for harvest baskets. You can see them on the website and everything like that, but these will be cut in the springtime when those baskets can be made, so that I can use all the bark that I can, and teach people how to do that as well. In here as well is wild cherry. That's a really great plant. We're going to definitely keep those. Elderberry or elder is right here, and it's really nice. A lot of people know about that. We're going to keep those. Sumac is in here, and I've got some proven female stands. You can see where the berry droop once was. I'm going to keep all the sumac I can. It's absolutely amazing plant. I use it for so many different uses. Historically, it's been used a lot, and there's a lot of good medicine there and other craft use. So I'm going to keep all of that I can to create a nice sumac stand. It's those bright red berries you see going down the road, and those berries make a wonderful drink. Black locust. It was once a very sought after tree. Nowadays, not so much. People consider it kind of trashy and they don't like it. It does have spines, so caution there. Good burning wood. It's a rot resistant wood, so I use it in a lot if I'm trying to do any sort of natural building, maybe chicken coops, things like that. But the inner bark and the roots can be used for cordage or like weavers and something of that nature. So let's go right over here. Another species that commonly invades fallow fields and other areas like this, the edges of forests and fields, is Ellijay species, like autumn olive or Russian olive. And these will produce red berries kind of late summer, and they're really tart, but they're totally edible, and they have a lot of good nutrients. So this is grown in here. This is a big one here. It's starting to creep over, and it'll spread. These stems will actually turn to roots as they touch this ground and get buried by leaf litter. So we've got several sprouting up in here, and we'll kind of cultivate this into a small patch, and we'll just kind of watch it and make sure it doesn't over invade the area. So there's a few plants you'll find. There's so many more in here. And of course, the herbaceous level that'll come in springtime, but there's a look at a few of the species.